In this video, they show us the truth about the expiration stickers on food. Make sure you watch until the end and let me know what you think in the comments below.
Is this label lying to you? The food may look good, but the facts will gross you out.
The fecal indicator.
What would happen to foods in the bakery that had passed their best before date?
If it wasn't selling, we would cut the cake in half, like this, and then each half would be packaged on its own, and each of the halves would have a new best before date put on it.
How long could those sit out for?
They actually had stickers on them for about 2 more weeks.
And then what would happen?
After a couple of weeks, if it still hadn't sold, we would actually replace that sticker with the new one. So that's 2 additional weeks on top of the 2 weeks, on top of the weeks that it spent in the display case. Fruit tarts in the display case, we would take them and we would scrape off the fruit as it got older or less desirable looking or moldy. We would just retop it with new fruit.
What did you do with meat that was past its best before date?
Something like this, they would take the dip it in blood, just double it a little bit. You can see it looks a lot redder.
We've got some marinated drumsticks here. Why is stuff marinated?
Things get marinated, hide the odor, and if there are any dark spots or whatever, to mask that and then put it out.
All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice, trying to seal the elect, making your calling election assured, seeking out your own salvation, as well as you sisters that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husbands. Shalom, shalom. All right, again, it's the brother Zachariah coming back to you on this Saturday, and happy new moon to all of you. All right. So, you know, and man, we had some kind of storm come through here last night, and it looked like it's gonna storm again. And like it's cloudy. It's real like a dark gloomy day today. But hey, that's not gonna stop the word from going out. All right. So as you seen it in the video clip, you know, man, these devils, man. And I believe this. I truly believe this. You know, because you know, a lot of times I go to the groceries and I'm buying food and stuff, and I notice it goes bad really quick. It'll have like an expiration date, but that stuff, it's going bad, man. The food goes bad really quick, you know. So I'm always trying to be mindful of what I eat and be careful. But we're gonna tap into this. I've done countless lessons on defiled foods and things like that, you know. But it's always good to bring them out. Like I said, more information comes out. Like this is new information, you know, like them coming out, and you know, some of them are like so you got stores openly saying like, yeah, we'll just repackage it and put a different expiration date on it. You know, I've went to stores and seen stuff that expired. They still got stuff sitting on there from like 2023. We're in 2024, you know. And somebody might not look at the label and they'll buy it, go home and eat it. Next thing you know, they're feeling all sick and stuff. Hey, man, Esau's a devil, man. This man's a devil. So we got to be careful. All right. So I got this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them." Okay, so you're going to eat defiled bread, and defiled bread is not just talking about like a loaf of bread. It's talking about, you know, bread is also synonymous with food. Okay, so you can eat defiled foods. You got to be careful what you eat when you go to stores and you're looking at, you know, read labels, look what's inside of it. You know, I've heard, and there were some wise jakes, man. They have said this, and I took it and applied it, you know, myself. It said, and they were saying like, man, when you look at a food label, the ingredients on certain food, and it's got like maybe 20 to 25 to 30 ingredients in it. Hell, if it got 15, you know, you might have to question it. You know, I'll be very careful on that. You know, because Esau Edom, man, like I said, he's putting this food out here, and ultimately it's really to target Jake. But, you know, he'll put it out there for any and everybody, hell, his own people, because he makes money off of you being sick. Okay. So I got this article here, and it says 2 dead after consuming recalled cheese linked to this outbreak. Okay, and this was back on the 7th. All right. And it says 2 people have died after consuming recalled cheese linked to a nationwide listeria outbreak, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. In addition to the deaths, 23 have been hospitalized after consuming the cheese product, and 26 have been sickened across 11 states. Okay, a lot of these dairy products really ain't no good. You know, that's like the whole thing with milk. You know how Jake don't really like you know, they be what they say, lactose intolerant. You're not lactose intolerant. You just don't need to have no business dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? They try to get you off of you know, you supposed when you come out as a newborn, what? You supposed to get breast milk from your mother. But instead they make this powder solution stuff, powder milk formula. They put that out there, and that stuff, and it's got Jake all sickly and weakly and bony and skinny and stuff like that. When you look at Jake back in the day, Jake was like naturally strong, and now you know, Jakes are coming out really skinny and all that and scrawny. And a lot of that is from, you know, depending on what Esau puts out there. He don't like natural stuff, man. He likes that genetically modified stuff, which we're going to get into that too. All right. And it says the cheese were distributed and sold under the brands Campesino, Casa Cardenas, Don Francisco, Dos Ranchitos, El Hach, Food City, La Ordena, Rio Grande. I've heard of the Rio Grande. Rizzo Bros, San Carlos, Santa Maria, Tio Francisco, and 365 Whole Foods Market. Wow, you see that? And it's getting people sick. It says the CDC has an online list of products that have been recalled that you can find here. Okay, the agency is urging people who have purchased the cheese to check their refrigerators and freezers to discard the product or return them to their place of purchase. The CDC also added that any surface that the recalled cheese products may have touched may be cleansed thoroughly. Wow. You know, hey, and so it done killed 2 people already. I got a testimony. You know, there was a time, and I advise anybody, like if you go to like a Dollar General or something, I wouldn't even shop for food in there for real. You know, I went through one aisle, you know, and this was years ago. This was way before the truth. You know, it's probably been, it had to be, let's see, about 9 years ago. About 9 years ago. And, man, I went to the Dollar General, the local one in my area, and I just went and got a can of peaches. I went and got a can of peaches, and I ate these can of peaches, man, and man, I'm telling you, man, it did something to me, man. It had me, I thought I was gonna die, man. It had me feeling like terrible, like real bad, you know, and I'm not even gonna go into the details on everything, but it had me feeling weird, man, and sick, man. So, you know, I'm just being careful, you know, watching what you buy and what you eat. And ever since then, I really can't even tap into like eating skunks and stuff, hey, you know, because of the type of you know, that experience that I had. You know, it messed me up. All right. But you know, hey man, with Esau doing what he's doing, man, it's you know, hey, you can fall into the hands of the physician. All right, so this is Sirach 38 in verse 15. It says, he that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician. You see a lot of our people, man, they always in the hospitals, you know, diabetes, some type of cancer and stuff, but they're eating these defiled foods, you know. And we've warned our people, you know, stop eating this pork and stuff, which pork is you know, that the swine, the pig, it has so many toxins and stuff in it. And it's doing something to your, you know, and it'll do something to your body because they, like I said, them toxins are stored within the pig. So when you eat it, you know, and you know, you always hear the saying, you are what you eat, you know, so you got to be careful. So again, yeah, he that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician. Okay. So you got to be very careful. All right. Look, this is another article, and it says cheese, sour cream, and yogurt are being recalled nationwide. Here's what you need to know. See that? So you seen all these different recalls and stuff on food, man. And I'm glad I don't eat stuff like yogurt and stuff like that. I did, even when I woke up to the truth, I was kind of like, every now and then I might grab one or something. But I don't know, I felt weird, and I just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not real big on dairy products anyways, you know. And for good reason. You see the stuff that's be happening. All right, but it says anytime the subject of food recalls comes up, the knee-jerk reaction is to think negatively of the product that is cause of the recall. The truth is, however, that you always want to know about these recalls as they arise, because it means that the companies behind the food you love are taking their role in the process seriously. So they say. They could be behind it themselves. They could be the ones that are deliberately putting it out there, you know what I'm saying, to get people sick, and then they pull it back real quick. You know, they put it in certain areas. You know, hey, they know like where Jake predominantly is and everything, and that's why they put you notice what these, like, back to the Dollar Generals. You know, these Dollar Generals are everywhere, man. And I noticed, like, another thing is when you look at the food on there, it says it contains bioengineered ingredients. You'll see this, man. I'll kid you not. You go into a Dollar General and just look at the food, even the snacks, all that stuff. You read the labels on it. And I guarantee you, most of them, 9 times out of 10, it's going to say it contains bioengineered ingredients. Okay, and this is what's and then our people eat that stuff, and our people be getting sick, man. So they're trying to act like they're taking it serious and stuff. All right, it says with the way food is mass produced in our modern world, contamination is unfortunately unavoidable. All right, yes, it could be, man. It's hell. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. So it's up to the company to act swiftly and reassure consumers that their product is either safe to consume or being handled accordingly otherwise. All right. So, yeah, there it goes. Cheese, yogurt, and stuff, man. Let's see what we got here. This is another one. It says Fresh Creative Foods announced voluntary recall of dressings and taco kit due to risk of listeria. See, there it goes again. An ingredient from cheese supplier Rizzo Lopez Foods, which I think I mentioned them in that first article. But, you know, but it also got on here dressings, certain dressings and taco kits, you know. And then the last defile bread lesson I did go into Quaker Oats, but this was a more recent one that just came out. I think some more of their brand, which I don't eat their oatmeal. I tell you, go for a non-GMO box. Man, I wish I had it with me because I'm out here right now. But you know, like I got a ton of oatmeal upstairs. I like to eat oatmeal, man. And I tell you, because you know oatmeal is good for you, man. But go for one of those non-GMO boxes, man. And you don't need all that extra stuff in it. Just get you like a regular one, even like maybe the maple or something. But stay away from Quaker Oats for real, man. Their oatmeal is no good at all. All right. And it says Quaker Oats recall expanded, granola bar added. See the granola bar? I used to eat those things, man. I was getting like the raisin ones, and it has lots of ingredients in it that's unlawful for us, and I didn't realize it. But you know, as you start waking up to the truth and you're reading more labels and stuff, you know, there was this one guy, and even though he's going off on doctrine, because they calling on the name Yahuwah, and they don't believe the Northern Kingdom or Israelites, saying because they can't pronounce like certain words in the Hebrew right and stuff. But hell, you know, our languages, we've been scattered and we speak different languages. Even I can't speak certain words outright. You know what I'm saying? I've been around other cultures and other languages, you know, all throughout my life, you know, because my stepfather was in the military, so we would move around a lot. You know, I've lived in like nine different states. I lived out of the country, you know. I'm not, you know, I wasn't just, you know, just put in just one little area, you know, and just I've been there all my life. You know, I've been there, traveled a lot. But you know, when that happens, you're around so many languages, you get messed up. When I came back to the States, I was still in high school, so I started going to high school here, And like I used to get mixed up. I was trying to talk like in English, and then I would slip up and be talking in Spanish, and then everybody looking at me in the class. Now we had some Ephraimites and stuff, and Issacharites in there, so they know what's up, and they all, you know, we all got cool, you know what I'm saying? They was like, oh man, we gotta stick together, but they don't know. It's like I was born here, you know, but we moved around a lot as you know, when we were kids. So you know, and you know, like when you're not talking English like that, you start speaking these other languages, man, you just sometimes you could lose your language. All right, but that's another lesson there. But it says Quaker has expanded its recall, including additional items, adding to a already long list of recalled foods from Pepsi-owned company in recent weeks due to potentially contaminated with salmonella. Okay, and you've been hearing a lot about that. You know, that's crazy. Oh yeah, back on that one guy with the Yahuwah guy. You know what he did say? It stuck with me. He said when you go to a store, he said that he said, man, you're gonna realize, like, once you wake up to this truth and understanding, like, reading food labels and what's unlawful and which ingredients, you know, like, ain't good for you. He said you're gonna leave out of the store with just a handful of things, and he was right, you know. So, and that's basically how it is with me, you know. I eat healthy, and eating healthy is expensive, you know, but that's the good stuff. That's the stuff that ain't gonna get you jacked up, but some of it could. You got to be careful with that too. Esau knows that people are starting to, you know, they're worried about health and stuff. So this devil's probably contaminating damn near everything, even the so-called healthy stuff. This man, he's really got to be stopped, and it's going to take the Heavenly Father and His Son to do it. You know, we can't do it, but we have to pray, and we got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. Come back to the Heavenly Father, because man, this devil, man, like I said, he's not going to stop. And it tells you in the scriptures pretty much, man, just roughly paraphrasing, if Yahweh doesn't send His Son, no flesh will be saved. Hell, Esau will get down, it'll be down to the last two Edomites, because they done wiped everybody out, because that's how they're a plague, they're a cancer. So it'll be down to the last two Edomites, and then they're going to fight and try to kill each other. And then when it's one, and then after one kills the other, the one that's left, he's going to commit suicide. Because that's just the spirit, man. This devil can't survive anyways. Because the earth is not yielding her strength unto him. So he's going to eventually just perish, you know. This devil's wicked, man. But it says the U.S. Food and Drug Administration posted the expanded recall notice to include an additional granola bar Wednesday. See, because they're adding on to it. All right. The Quaker Chewy Dips Llama Rama 6-count products with a best before date of February 10 or 11 has been added to the U.S. recall products list. This product was discontinued in September 2023. See what I'm saying? They put that stuff out there on purpose, man. And like I said earlier, man, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who are the wicked? It's the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay, he's the one that's ruling right now. You know, you want to know who's ruling? Just look at your money and see whose faces is on there. You don't see so-called Hispanic faces on there. You don't see so-called Negroes or Native Americans. You don't see their faces on the money. You know, these people's faces is on it. And when you look at those so-called presidents, their history ain't even clean. They own slaves. You know, and a judgment's going to come to them. All right. But again, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. That's the Israelites. If not, where and who is he? Okay, and we know who he is. That's why we're calling him out now. That's why this devil won't shut the internet, because we're exposing him. All right. All right, this article, it says, what is a bioengineered food and why do some packages now have that label? Okay, you see that? This is why they put articles like this out. And I'm not going to read it for the sake of time. But you can read this on your own time. I'm just showing it. You know, now they're questioning it. At one time, you know what I'm saying, we could just buy food or whatever. But you have to look at food labels, man. And ain't no telling how long he been doing this. It ain't no telling. But see, they putting this stuff on there, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, like, you could be buying a certain brand and it might not have bioengineered food in it. Because this happened to me. And I was buying, I was getting like this fish and everything was good with it. I was eating it. I was like, oh man, some good fish and everything. Next thing you know, you don't see it for a while. And then all of a sudden it's right back on the shelves. And I took and bought one, and I started feeling sick, man. But I looked, when I went back to the store and I looked at the box, it said contains bioengineered. And it didn't have that on there, because I've been very careful reading labels, and it just shows you that, hey, they see what Jake is buying, because you know they're watching all that. They see what Jake is buying, and then they'll take it off the shelf, repackage it with those chemicals in it, and put it back out there, and seeing what you thinking is like, oh man, I could go and just get this, because they're not putting anything in it. You know, you got to read labels. You got to be mindful, man, because that's what these devils do. All right, this is Psalm 64 and verse 6. It says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. See, this is what they do. They study how the body works and everything, and they study Jake. They really study Jake, because, you know, we're not designed like everybody else is, okay? We're made in the image of the Heavenly Father, man, you know? So they're looking to try to break down how you function and how you thrive and you live, you know? We get power from the sun. When the sun is shining down on us, on our bodies and stuff, this devil constantly blocks it out, because he's trying to break down your immune system. All right. But it says they search out iniquities. Okay. They accomplish a diligent search. You see, they accomplish both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right. These people are wicked, man. That's why you can't join these people like everything's sweet, okay? This is Job 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. See that? So you can't trust in their medicines. They're not, you know, you can't trust in them, you know. Put your trust in their medicines and, oh, I'll be good. I just go and I just need my pills. I need my stuff, you know. Hey, it's not going to help you, man. When you see so many overdoses and stuff, man, this man is nothing but death. All right? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 30, and I'm going to start at verse 15. It says, health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. See that? A lot of that's not just exercise, which exercise is good. It's not, you know, I don't condemn it, you know. There's nothing wrong with exercise, but this is really going into also you being mindful of what you eat, what you put in your body, okay? Eating the right foods, you know, being mindful of that, you know, because remember, you are the temple of God. It's your body. It ain't no church. All right. Verse 16, there is no riches above a sound body. All right. And no joy above the joy of the heart. See that? So you gotta be mindful, man. You want to be careful about what you eat and everything. All right. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. It says, be sober and be vigilant. Okay. Vigilant and stuff, being cautious, being careful, you know, being mindful, you know, of your surroundings, okay? Aware of your surroundings, because your adversary, see, we have an adversary, we have an enemy, okay? An adversary goes back to devil, which it says it, your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. See that? And that's Esau, Edom. Scriptures tell you the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him, okay? So you gotta be mindful of that. Be careful of this food, or you're gonna end up like them, you know. You know, like I said before, this truth, man, I got snared a lot. Even in this truth, it can happen. You know, you can come across some type of defiled food or something. You thinking like you so used to buying a certain product, you know. So even when you get that product, man, you gotta, hey, look at the labels, you know, because it can switch up. I've noticed with this devil, he'll pull stuff off the shelf. You know, and then he'll repackage it and put it back. And next thing you know, when you look, you're like, oh man, I'm feeling bad. And you're looking at that product that you got, and you look at the back, and now it says contains bioengineered ingredients, you know. So, you know, you try to get the non-GMO. But even with that, like I said, that could be suspect too. You know, like I said, this devil's just, he's a madman. He got to be stopped. All right. But this is 1 Corinthians chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of God. Okay, see? And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. You see that? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. You see that? You are. Okay? So it says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among him seeming to be wise in this world, let him becoming fool, that he may be wise. All right, well, yeah, the point was verse 16 and 17, okay? You know, you are the temple of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, his spirit dwelleth in you. So just be careful about what you're putting in your body and stuff like that. Like I said, with these certain recalls, you know, and hell, a lot of stuff we don't have no business eating, especially a lot of these dairy products. Like I like cheese and stuff. I use a little bit of it. I get the non-GMO packs, but like I said, with that, you gotta eat it quick. You can't trust the expiration dates. Cause man, I bought some, and then I think after like maybe 2 weeks in my fridge, man, it already started having mold on it. And I was like, man, that's crazy. So you got to buy it with the intent on eating it pretty quick. You know, like I make salads and things like that, but you got to be careful with that as well. Because this devil, man, he's very crafty. You know, the scriptures call him the cunning hunter, okay? And this is what this man does. He sets traps to get you, all right? So Lord willing, you found this lesson here edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. And shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Until the next one, shalom.